back, everybody. So today I'm going to do my July TBR, all the books that I plan to read in July. I usually read 4 physical books, 4 ebooks, and listen to 3 audiobooks. And then I have my professional reading book for work. So first off, let's do the physical books. I'm going to read The Institute by Stephen King. And I'm not sure what it's about. It's Stephen King, so I'm sure that there are some fantastical and probably gory elements to it. I believe it's about a group of people or a group of children who are kidnapped and then put in this institute. And I'm not sure what else happens, but I'll find out. Next one is The Last Star Burning, and this is by Caitlin Sangster. This is a young adult fantasy series, and I think it's like an Asian-inspired one, so I'm excited to see what that's about. Then I will be picking up The Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie. This is the 3rd book in the First Law trilogy, and I'm really excited to pick this up and see how it all wraps up. And then the next one I'll be picking up is 3 Cups of Tea, One Man's Missions to Fight Terrorism and Build a Nation One School at a Time. This is by Greg Mortenson and David Oliver Relin. And this is a nonfiction. It's about a guy who, I believe he's in Afghanistan, and he goes around teaching the girls about tea, and that's why it's called 3 Cups of Tea. And he's trying to, combat terrorism in his own way. So those are the 3 physical books. I guess the other one's a physical book that I read for work, and that's called The Present Moment by Daniel N. Stern, and I'm presuming that this one has to do with mindfulness. Okay, so the 4 ebooks that I plan to read this month is The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. This is the final book in the Poppy War trilogy, so I'm excited to see how that all wraps up, because the other 2 have been quite intense, and we'll see what happens in the 3rd one. The next one is One of Us is Lying by Karen N. McManus, and this is a young adult mystery. I believe it's a murder mystery, and it has kind of a Breakfast Club vibe, as in there's all these kids in detention. The next one that I plan to pick up, The Savior's Champion by Jenna Moreci. And she has a YouTube channel, and she kind of always pouting her book. So I thought I would see what it's about. I know it's a kind of a dark fantasy. The next one is called We Hunt the Flame by Hafsah Faizal. And this is a young adult fantasy again, and I believe it's like inspired by the Arabian Nights. But I don't know. I'll find out. So those are all the ebooks that I plan to read, and then I have 2 audiobooks and possibly a 3rd. So the first audiobook is A Song of Wraith and Ruin by Roseanne Brown, and this is a young adult fantasy series, so I obviously could go either way, but I have heard that it's pretty good, and I know it has something to do with songs and music as a weapon, I think. And the second audiobook is The Deathless Divide by Justina Ireland. This is the 2nd book in the Dread Nation series, I believe. But this is a kind of historical fiction zombie apocalypse. So it takes place after the Civil War, but apparently everyone who fought at Gettysburg then died at Gettysburg. They just got up and started killing people. Possibly it would have been affected had a zombie apocalypse happened at that time. So the next one that I might pick up, and this would be one that I read with my kids, but we haven't been listening to as many books on tape during the summer. Just have other things to do. But that would be the 3rd installment of The Wandering Inn by Pirate Abba, and this is an online story, but they're now releasing them in audiobook form. So it's about a group of people from our world who get transported to a fantastical world, and I don't know, my kids like it, and it's been a lot of fun. It's kind of like listening to a D&D campaign. It is one of those writ RPGs, so it does have like leveling up, which kind of annoys me, but it's not as bad as some. Alright, so those are all the books that I plan to read in July. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I put new videos out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thanks so much for watching.